Hello everyone, welcome to our video tutorial about creating queries. In today's video tutorial, we are going to learn how we can create different queries dealing with numbers or currency. So to follow this tutorial, you're going to open your database file that you have been working with, and if you don't have the file, I just encourage you to watch the previous tutorials and you learn. So to create the query, we are going to work with this table. So I've just clicked to open it. So we are going to work with these two fields to help us go ahead and create our different queries. We are going to start by finding out individuals whose wage total is 300,000. So to do that, we are going to use the Create tab. Then we click on Query Design. So from the query design, we want to use this table known as November. So we shall click to add, then we close. Then now we have to add the different fields. So we shall click to select the first field, then press on the Shift key and move your mouse pointer to the last field. Click to select all the fields. Then you can release the Shift key, then move your mouse piece in any area in the selected area. Then you click, hold and drag the fields to insert them in the field area. So after inserting, we have our fields displayed for us. We are going to work with this field named wage total to enable us to get individuals whose wage total is 300,000. So we shall click in this cell, but make sure it is in line with the criteria. So we type equal sign, then we put 300,000. So since our table has values that are formatted, for instance, we can click on it. If we look at our table, there are all the values are formatted with Uganda shillings. When we are creating our query, we don't need to put that. All we need to put are the correct values in the criteria area. After putting, then we can now go and run our query so that we perform the action. So after doing this, we shall go to Design tab, then we click Run button to enable us perform our action. So when we click on the Run button and we look at the wage total field, we can see that only individuals whose wage total is 300,000 are displayed for us. So that's how you can work with currency and you return the exact values that you want. So we can go ahead and save our query. So we right click, then click on the save button. So inside we shall click and delete, and we call it 300,000. After, click on OK, and on the tab you will see 300,000 as the name of our query. So let's close this query by right clicking, then we use the close button. In our next example, we would like to see, still under this wage total field, to see those individuals who receive less than 300,000. So to do that, we shall move our mouse pointer to Create tab, then we use the Query Design. Then from the Query Design, we need to use that table, so we shall add and then close. Then we can now add the fields. We can simply double click. So after double clicking, we have our fields inserted. We are still working with the wage total and want to find out those individuals who receive less than 300,000. So on our keyboard, we are going to put the less than symbol. Then after we put 300,000. After we go and click on run to perform the action. So when we go under wage total, we shall see that these figures are all less than 300,000, and those are the individuals who are receiving wage total less than 300,000. Then we can save it by clicking on the save button from this quick access toolbar. Then we call it less than 300,000. Then we click on OK, and we have our query created for us and given a name. To close it, you can right click, then close. In our last example, we are going to work with this already paid field so that we can find out those who have received 250,000 and above. So to do that, we shall go to create, then query design, and then we add our table, then close. Thereafter, we need to add this field, so I will select the first field. I press on the shift key, then click the last field so that we have all our fields selected. Now we have to drag these fields and insert them in the field area. Then we shall go to this field for already paid so that we find out those individuals who have received 250,000 and above. So our criteria will be greater than or equal to 250,000. After we run to perform our action, so we click on the run button. So when we click on it, then we go under the already paid field. You will find that only figures which are equal to 250 and above are the ones which are displayed, and the details of those individuals are displayed as well. So that's how we can deal with numbers or currency. We can continue and save, then we call it above 250,000. So we click on OK, and on the query tab we have the name of our query. All the queries that we are creating are being reflected from the navigation pane. Hope you found this video tutorial useful to you. That's it for now. See you in our next tutorial.